level 1, and before coming to the meeting, I actually know Rakhiya in person. So she's a person who uses artificial intelligence in her lessons. That is why I hope for her evaluation to be delightful. Okay, now please welcome Rakhiya.
Hello everyone, my name is Rakhiya. Glad to see you, glad to be here back again. When I saw Zhanna A's speech, I reminisced my icebreaker speech, how I was really nervous standing here presenting my icebreaker speech. I almost forgot all of my words. I was nervous as hell, and when I saw you, Zhanna, on the stage, you were pretty confident. And you talked with the audience and you said, well, this is my topic, A Way to Adulthood, as you can see. And everyone started to laugh, as I saw from the first row. And I like your confidence. You were really confident about your icebreaker speech, and I could hear you even from the last row. I was sitting there and I thought, will I be able to hear you? And yes, I was. Also, I'd like to congratulate you with your body structure. With your structure of presentation, you included introduction, main body, and in conclusion. Although, I would like to challenge you to not stand only here, be dependent to your presentation, but also move around to here, say hi to everyone, or move here and present your speech from the 3 angles. You see center, right, and left. And I can challenge you to switch your presentations from the 3 corners, as I said before. Although you did a great job, I also liked your voice, your confidence, and I really look forward to hear more your icebreaker speech, to hear more your speeches. It was great, and the main aim of an icebreaker speech is to get to know more about our new member. And we got a few facts about Zhanna, right? Yay! More! Yay. Okay, good. Thank you, Zhanna. I look forward to hear more of your speeches.
Thank you. Thank you, Rakhiya, for your well-structured evaluation. And now, speaking of well-structured evaluation, I would like to invite to the stage our veteran of the club. Not veteran, but our experienced dinosaur of our Toastmasters, Dana, evaluating Medina project introduction to local variety body language. Please welcome Dana.
Thank you, Alua, for introducing me as a dinosaur of this meeting. Well, if you look at me, I'm wearing my coat now. I was thinking to put it off, but I was like looking at my speaker that I'm evaluating, and she's wearing something similar, yes? So did you recognize your outfit? Where was it from? India or Japan?
Japan.
Yes, of course. And Medina started her introduction saying Namaste, which is?
Indian.
Yes, and I was a bit confused at that moment. I was, okay, is she going to talk about samurai? And then she's like, Namaste. I was, interesting. Then I read her speech title, which was My Restless Mind. And then I was thought, okay, she's going to talk about some sort of Indian book and all the thoughts that she had. And then suddenly she said in her introduction, hello everyone, I would like to talk about how my trait of not being able to rest my mind affected my life. So I really liked how you started your speech with saying what you are going to talk about. But then surprisingly, I found another introduction in Medina's speech, which I call Matryoshka introduction. Where she said, you know what, I will also tell you about 3 ways of how to meditate. And I said, wow, where is it going? But I was so interested and amazed by the way that you were relaxed, you were wearing this kimono, saying namaste to people, and I was like, wow, this is something interesting. I think I might continue listening to this crazy lady. Okay. Another thing that I noticed in your speech is the way you used the title. You moved to the audience slowly but surely. So first you talked about yourself, your experience as a how it affected this not being able to rest your mind. Then you actually practiced these 3 ways of meditations, yes? First thing that Madina did is, do you remember the first way of meditating? Say ah. Say yes. And the trick that she used was actually sound. How to grab attention of your audience is by using sounds. And she just said, ah! Yes? Do you remember that? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Were you afraid of me shouting now? No. Okay. How about you? Was it a bit too loud for you? Yes. So I was sitting there, and for me it was a bit too loud. It was like, boom, it's happening. So I had a lot of questions of what is happening. But you know, it was nice what is happening. I was interested. I was drawn to your speech. But I would recommend shouting, or maybe saying people that I'm going to shout now, especially for people who are on the first row. The other thing that I really liked about your speech, and I would like to tell you, is, one second. Oh, the way you share something educational. For me, the perfect combo of a perfect speech is combining 2 things. Education and inspiration. Yes. So Madina, you try to educate us. Guys, you have this problem, do this, and do that. You even jumped. And then you even said, stand up. Yes, let's do that. So it was a lot of inspiration. And next time, for next speeches, I would recommend you to combine these 2 combos and probably focus even more on educational part. Overall, great speech. Thank you so much. You made me ask questions, and you made me think about if I'm interested in meditating or not. If you want to have a detailed evaluation, approach me after the meeting. Thank you, Madina.
For lucid and gripping evaluation, as always.
I wasn't draconian.
Yeah, I know. Okay. And speaking of draconian, I'm not sure if any of our evaluators were draconian. So our next evaluator will be evaluating Zhanna A's speech, project understanding your communication style. And now please welcome another dinosaur for me. So I am a newcomer, that is why for me it is a dinosaur.
Everyone is a dinosaur here.
I'm not a dinosaur at all, so I'm really shocked. Okay.
You're actually not.
Not, yeah, right, so I'm not at all, guys.
You are a baby dinosaur.
Not yet.
I'm not a baby. I don't want to be a baby dinosaur, actually. So my name is Zhanna, and I will be evaluating today's Zhanna A's speech. So just wanted to give you brief information that Zhanna A was delivering her project, which is understanding your communication style. So I assume you did a great job. Thanks so much for your speech. The purpose was to learn about your communication style, also identify what is the style she has, also share her experience or any examples by delivering her speech today. I'm really pretty sure that you delivered a great speech, and I just wanted to mention first the excellent parts that you did great. So it was like having the attention of the audience. You start with some hook, like the gestures, so everyone was curious, like, what is it? Actually, I don't know all these things, like the gestures that you showed. So it also gave us that example that, oh, we know that you work at the crew board, at the flight assessment, so it was really great. So I really enjoyed this part, and also the second one, that you really could communicate with the audience. Actually, it's very important to speak, to show, to have, just the feedback and so on. So you did great on that. And I felt the confidence that you have, so you were just moving, speaking, so it was also good. And I really liked the examples that you gave, like with the people who have disabilities, how you should communicate with them. You explained it. So I assume it was also something new for you, right? So just applause for that. For those who didn't know, actually, since we don't interact at all and we have different jobs, so maybe it was also useful information for us in future somehow use this. So it was really great examples. Thank you so much. But I also want to give some
maybe feedback that you may work on to improve your skills. So we are here all to learn, to build, these public speaking skills. I assume all us need it. So the thing that I noticed is like structuring your speech. So to be honest, the conclusion was not such strong. So in my opinion, it was so fast ending. I mean, you ended like, okay guys, you should understand this bridge, so it should be clear. And I'm like, okay, it's done. I'm like, you finished your speech. So it was so short for me. So maybe while you will be working on your speech outline, you should just more focus on the conclusion part as well, to conclude your speech with some strong message or deliver some idea that you wanted to deliver. So it would be really good. Also, I wanted to know more your personal stories on communication. So you give us the examples from the project, right, about 4 styles. Maybe I wanted to hear maybe your communication style while you were helping the people with like some disabilities, how you could handle it, not just giving the general information, also tell about your story. We wanted to hear like what you had, so how you could understand, identify, oh, actually I have the supportive style because I was really helpful, or identify that, oh, I was initiative because I saw that thing, so I could help. So some story of your personal life would be really give some broadened picture about this communication style, I assume. So otherwise, everything is good. So thank you so much. Let's give huge applause.
Thank you, Zhanna, for your eminent
Yeah, I'm
evaluation.
not famous over it.
Okay, I might seem a little draconian today, but I'm not trying to. Maybe it is my just outfit and word of the day that is affecting me. But I am inspired by you guys. So now I would like to call to the stage. Did you notice like our 3 girls were evaluated by like girls? Our like one man is going to be evaluated by a man. I mean, who did it? Okay, and now please welcome to the stage Dmitriy, evaluating Almaty, introduction to vocal variety and body language.
Can I see? Almaty, hi. So, Almaty topic was about, the purpose of his topic was about vocal variety and gestures. And you see, for every public speech, it's our salt and pepper. If you don't have it, you'll notice it. The speech will be blunt. But if it's more than enough, you definitely would see it, and it will be disturb you. So, let's start with the good things. Almaty did a very good job on making gestures, on asking why I came to him and why. Also, he was also very good with connecting his humor with your voice and gestures, because his speech was very serious about life lessons, and suddenly he was like, I'm like Conor McGregor on my lectures, something, it was very good. I really appreciate it. What can you do for your next speeches? I think Almaty can move around the stage a little bit, because sometimes people see you differently from this point, and sometimes people will see you different from this point. Like, you can use it for your dialogues. Also, you can use it for, also, by the way, talking about dialogues, you can imitate your friends or someone who you speak with by voice, also by doing these movements and changing your voice, like 600. No, 500, 600, please. Or you can do it better, I believe. Also, I noticed that sometimes you speed up your words, so it's not very catchy. Sometimes you cannot also hear what you are talking about. But you don't have to be draconian and shout at those people around you. No, it's you can vary your voice a little bit, sometimes dynamically, depending on your story. like if it's a very emotional point, slow down, deepen your voice, and slow your speech. You can do this. So overall, his topic was very well connected. Like he connected his conclusions and life lessons for changing an environment. About preparation, it's always key. It's also his second story, and the third one was about ready for change. So there was another story, the third story about this. And I believe he, as a math, was very excellent in delivering his ideas. And thank you, and best of luck for your future speeches. Thank you.
Detailed evaluation. And now I want you to give round of applause to our amazing evaluators. Next is voting for the best evaluator. Was everyone on time?
Zhanna, if we were 2 minutes, 20 seconds-ish. Is this allowed?
Okay, it's okay, it's okay. Yeah.
Okay, then we can vote for Zhanna and Dmitriy.
Yeah. You can vote for everyone, so please.
No?
We can't.
We can't.
Was 1 minute.
Okay, we can vote for Dana.
Kent?
Kent. She was 4 minutes. Her evaluation was 4 minutes long.
What's
so.
a dinosaur?
I'm slow, you know.
No, you couldn't control
Please
yourself.
take your time.